Okay, new video. I promise I will upload one. And what is this video? It may look like a pig doctor, but not gonna lie, this is what Tanjiro looks like. I will find a human where he looks just like a human, but to let you know that everything he's wearing is actually a part of his skin. This is actually his actual form, and the bird is like an eye due to him having been born like this. Now you're wondering, what do you mean? Well, he is a plague. He may look like a plague doctor, but he's actually part of a bloodline of people who can be able to turn into monsters. Now Tanjiro isn't the only one. He's with his older brother. This is what his older brother looks like. Okay, I haven't named him, but he's a. Now I'm gonna start this off with a lady who just gave birth to a newborn plague. Now plagues are called that because they look like plague doctors. And Tanjiro is a rare case where when he was born, a crow and two animals were manifesting, like created out of nowhere, out of thin air. In this world, Tanjiro's father is the king of the plagues. There used to be a bunch of them, but suddenly hunters that hunt monsters, a monster sifter, is basically they hunt them because they see them as a threat to humanity, which they don't bother the humans because they don't see no point. It's just a pointless fight. But hunters hunt them for just to get rid of them, and this always been a problem for since the hunters have been hunting. Their numbers dwindle and dwindle and dwindle. They mostly hunt the plagues because they can heal about every wound. They slay the plagues like nothing, even their children, because they need to get rid of. And that's what happened. They sent a whole force, and all the plagues fought to the very end. But at the end, they all died. Well, except for Tanjiro and his brother. Tanjiro's brother transformed and got his brother out of there. And I won't show you what his brother form looks like just yet. Tanjiro, as a baby, will never know what a mother is. Because plagues, if they don't have a mother, they will act very emotionless. They won't understand much. But as long as Tanjiro has his brother, he would. But we begin why hunters exist. Now, the hunters won't exist for very much longer because due to them just hunting the plague when the plagues have not proficiently entered the war because they saw no point, which the monsters do understand. They just get medical supplies and all that because the plagues played an important role. It was always, they had a game where they send one child to see which nation has grown. The plagues enter, but they only enter to heal the people. So if they got injured too bad, they can heal. But now because of that, their medical people in their numbers, and the plagues always gave them medicine to stop the disease that the hunters used from spreading too much or cure it. And no one else knows because the plagues were kept secret. In the book, what Tanjiro has all the secrets, every last one. He has keys to unlock stuff. The keys are every time you use a key on the book, he'll get different information, and they can also open anything. But the moment the hunters got rid of the plagues, immediately all the nations, not they're like a nation, but they're a monster faction, and so they just hunted every last one of the hunters, killing them all. They don't bother with demon slayers, but demon slayers was somewhat bothered. But now there's no more monsters. The monster shifters are now just a myth, and how that was like a decade or before Muzan. That's how old Tanjiro is, and Tanjiro is with his brother. But I will tell you how monster shifters exist. I was saving this for my channel, but I'm giving this to Yako, What If Deku, and all that. All my friends, my best friends actually, and I'm doing this to help them expand their. Well, you get it. I'm helping them. Although I want to upload this and save this for my channel, I'm willing to sacrifice the best ideas I can get. Alright, and also plus, this is also doing me a favor because one, my YouTube channel. I keep uploading new ones, so this is actually a good way to I can upload a new video here and let my other channel get the old ones finished, and I can upload new ones there. So yeah, but I won't upload a. I won't. I'm gonna say this once. I won't upload new videos until I finish the old video. So I won't. So that was the mistake I made on my old one because I constantly uploaded new ones and couldn't keep track. So that's what I'll be doing for now. I'll explain how monsters. The monster shifters were born by accident. They were basically chill. A man, one man, basically was mistreated and was about to get killed, but he was offered. He fell. He saw a pool of water and he was really thirsty. He drank from the water, but little did he know he felt it tastes funny. It tasted nothing like regular water. And when he looked down, he saw it. It turned from blue from pure red. It tasted like blood. And then he started coughing out his regular blood and it started slowly by little it turned black. And then he became the first monster. He first craved cows and others. He can also eat human flesh. He craved a lot. And then he just decided to. He had a family trying to. But his wife tried killing him and his children, which he killed her, which broke his heart. So he made his family bloodline, do it within their walls. Because how would you feel like a. So yeah. As they grew and grew in numbers, like it was incest. I mean, it grew and their numbers grew. And when people heard of them, tried killing them. They couldn't, but that's when monster hunters were. Magic used to be a thing, but due to all the monsters group gaining up on them, they decided to wipe out the hunters. The hunters fought each faction. There used to be a bunch. But not all of them were like one. Some of them acted like mythical creatures, while others acted. Some unlocked animal feet, transform into animals. So, Tanjiro will get that, but he will be as the man decided to carry on, and he lived for a good while before dying. But due to him not wanting to live no more, he ended his own life. In doing so, he created the plagues, people who would take the mantle of keeping the peace between monsters and humans, so they won't have no more bloodshed. Which the monsters really respected the place because they were somewhat a descendant of the first ever monster shifter, which everyone had to respect. Everyone respected the place. They proved their power, in which they realized they were too powerful in this world, which many monsters were shocked. They refused to go full out and make it an even fight, which many monsters love their honorable side. But the moment the humans wiped them out, it was full on killed them all. In doing so, their numbers dwindled, and there might be more of them, but it's hard to tell. So yeah, that's it. So Tanjiro, in this, I'm changing up the story big time. It's just Nezuko there, so Nezuko won't be a demon, and Nezuko will be alone. So, youch. That's gonna hurt. And Tanjiro has been with his brother. His brother have watched Tanjiro grow and grow into this, as Tanjiro has seen his brother always like the color red, while Tanjiro liked the color black. His pet raven, and they're born with animals like familiars, but Tanjiro's brother didn't get one because it's a chance, but having three is a rare sight. As Tanjiro's going on and talking to his brother, they enter a village and everyone's looking at them because one, they never seen clothing like this, and two, they look very, different. And plus, they never seen a lantern look like that. As Tanjiro and his brother Tanjiro doesn't have his lantern. His lantern is right next to the book, but it's on top of it, like right on his side. Alright? And Tanjiro and him are like looking around there. That's when they see a man who sells meat. As they ask the man, would he like to buy this? Like, they place down a stand and they offer to sell food and meat, in which people were hesitant, but little kids smelled the food and they took it and they ate it. Now you're wondering what they made. They made a soup that has chickens and delicious meat mixed with deer meat and all that and boar meat mixed with a hint of spices and other good stuff. Just imagine the best soup you can ever think of. And they also made bread to that they gave out, and they offered people and they ate it. Everyone enjoyed it, and they're like, and Tanjiro and his brother start traveling again. They don't need sleep, but Tanjiro, due to him not being fully grown, he still needs sleep, which that wasn't on my intention. And Tanjiro's like, are we there yet? And his brother's like, no, we're not yet there yet. Patience, my brother. Patience. And he's like, fine. But this is boring. And Tanjiro is like, he, Tanjiro, I'm gonna let you know, Tanjiro was but the moment Tanjiro was born, Tanjiro's family was arranging a marriage for him, which you're gonna be shocked there, because even though Tanjiro was a baby, his intelligence was high, so he remembered his mother very well and his father. He also remembers the arranged marriage, which you're gonna, because Tanjiro because the plagues are really important. Harem, Tanjiro's gonna revive the plagues, so he's having a harem. And Tanjiro's brother was against the arrangement, but he thinks about it and thinks, hey, my brother won't be a warrior class, but I get to be a grandfather. I get to be an uncle. I get to have grandchildren. And his father's like, yes. But his mother was more excited to, like, hey, I get to have grandchildren, which Tanjiro, even as a baby, wanted his mother to be happy. So yeah, Tanjiro's brother got he saw his own parents got killed, and when Scorpion went berserk in that one anime series, if you watched it, you watched it, when he went like literally cutting and slashing. That's what Tanjiro's brother did. So yeah, Tanjiro's father, his transformation was passed on to his brother. Due to him being the eldest, he's now the clan head of the plagues. Which Tanjiro's brother is like, if you're wondering what Tanjiro's brother's name, Mercer, Alex Mercer. So they continue on, and they're Tanjiro's just sleeping in the wagon. He fell asleep on his brother's shoulder. Tanjiro's brother Mercer looks at his brother. He's like, huh. As he's like, although, you always keep the crow out, but not your other two. Now you're gonna see the other two in the next part. So hope yeah. He's like, oh well, but he counts the money as the horse is driving it, and it's actually his pet familiar. He's like, sorry if I said he didn't have one, but he actually does. Let me show you what it looks like. It looks like this, but it walks on all fours, so people won't get suspicious. Like, yeah. As Tanjiro's just sleeping, he's just sleeping very peacefully. As Tanjiro's brother senses something, as he's like, something doesn't feel right. Oh well, I shouldn't get involved. But as he stops his horse and tells it to wait here, as it guards Tanjiro, as Tanjiro's crow is like twisting its head like a lot, and it looked like it cracked it, and it just does it like a full circle. It looks and it twists his head. He's like all the way like it's a As it flies down, it just thinks, young Master Mercer is acting very. As Tanjiro wakes up and He does it, extending his hand and take out a lantern. And the crow starts saying that your brother went off, and Tanjiro's listening. Went off to check out something. And Tanjiro's like, should I? He told me to tell you to stay here, and Tanjiro's like, understood. With Tanjiro's brother, he has his bow out, and he's like, And then he sees Blaze like, what the hell? And then he sees a demon. He's like, huh? He's like, what monster class are you? And he's like, no one has heard of monsters, and there's no hunters to teach the ways of killing them. But I'm gonna say demon slayers could kill them, but low class demons will have upper moons, and Hashira would have a somewhat easier time. And no, none of them will ever turn into demons because they're already monsters, so that won't work. And the demon's like, I don't know what you're talking about. You look like an. And before the demon can ever talk, the bow hits him where his heart, and the demon's like, how you think? And he falls, and he's like, what's happening? As he feels like he's done, he looks at him. What did you? And it's Tanjiro's like, so you're a demon, huh? I thought you guys were just myths. But even I can say that monsters exist. Oh well, I better get going. There has been stories of monsters, like they have told people can turn into. He's like, peace, I'm out. I don't want to get involved. You see, goes back to his little brother, which is Tanjiro. As Tanjiro just sees him, he's like, what was it about his demon? Just eyes closed and he's dead, and his body turned it back into a human, which the bow disappears. Well, the arrow. Tanjiro's brother like, it was nothing, just some creature. And he's like, oh, okay. As Tanjiro's brother senses, and he's like, takes out and he draws, and then he hears, whoa, chill, old friend. As you see this, is that really nice to do to your old comrades, or could we say, friends? Lee and Vin, good to see you, my comrades. They're like, yes, and Tanjiro's like, oh, hi, you two. Holy cow, is that you, Tanjiro? This is Lee's pet, and this is Lee, alright? The one who looks like it in the... Well, no, this is actually what they transform, and Vin transformed to that, okay? As I ask, so what brings you here, Tanjiro? And just imagine them looking like humans like this, alright? Well, we're actually here. We got some food if you want. That would be nice, Tanjiro. As they all eat, and they're like, so what brings you here? Well, we were just minding our own business, not much. And Tanjiro wants to hear a story, because even though they might look adult, like a teenager, he somewhat acts like a child sometimes. Mercer is like, I need to get out. This is why I didn't. And they're like, come on, give the kid a break. He wants to have fun as a child, so give him that. He's like, I know, but still. It gets annoying sometimes watching my brother just act like a child sometimes. But he is just act serious when he needs to. But when he needs you to, God, he acts just like a child. Give him that. As they think, and come and think of it, you used to act like this when we were kids. That is so not true. Is it though? It's like, no, it's not. I never acted like you guys. Well, you always cause pranks, and your brother inherited that. He's like, fine. So you want to travel? And like, why not? We should all stick together. We are a fellow monsters. After our clan is gone. And he's like, yeah. A lot of clan monsters are dead or extinct. If there is a female, it's rare to even see one nowadays. It's even super rare to just see it. Yeah, but oh well. I mean, we could do it with a human, but God, it's gonna be awkward doing incest again. Don't remind me. But hey, what's what monster hunters don't hunt us? There's none. We're safe. Have you heard? Tanjiro does miss his friends. We did meet some other fellow monster kids like him, but I guess we could visit them. Well, we'll come and company. they go off and they're going to a location that's somewhat close to a certain area. And now we're gonna leave it off here. Hope you guys enjoy. Like, subscribe, and bye.